बदलती दुनिया में स्टार्टअप और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का रुझान तेजी से तरक्की कर रहा है और बेशुमार लोग नए नए आइडियाज़ के साथ कारोबारी मैदान में उतर रहे हैं। उनकी कोशिश है कि नई नई चीज़ों को स्टार्ट की, क्योंकि आज के दौर में सच बताएं तनख्वाह में गुजारा हर किसी के लिए नामुमकिन सा होता जा रहा है। तो लोग कहते हैं कि या तो एक्स्ट्रा सोर्स ऑफ इनकम हो या तो वो अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हो। और पाकिस्तान भी इस दौड़ में पीछे नहीं है और मुल्क में स्टार्टअप और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का मैदान तेजी से एक कहते हैं तेज रफ्तार से तरक्की कर रहा है।
बिल्कुल ज़बरदस्त मौके पैदा कर रहा है। अब इस सिलसिले में अमेरिकी सफारत खाने के ताउन से मकामी बिजनेस मॉडल कंपटीशन पाकिस्तान स्टार्टअप कप पिछले 10 साल से मुल्क में एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रमोट कर रहा है और अब तक हज़ारों स्टार्टअप्स को मेंटरशिप फराहम कर चुका है। उसकी मदद से कई एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं जिन्होंने मार्केट में अपने कदम जमाए हैं। कोई हार भी जाए, कोई थक भी जाए, किसी का स्टार्टअप अगर नाकाम हो भी जाए, तब भी वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की बहरहाल एक कामयाबी है कि बहुत से लोग उस मैदान में आ रहे होते हैं, ट्राई कर रहे होते हैं। अगर एक परसेंटेज उसमें रह भी जाए तो बहरहाल बहुत से लोग होते हैं जो बहुत आगे बढ़ जाते हैं। तो एक कामयाब एंटरप्रेन्योर और ज़ाहिर इससे मुंसलिक भी हैं, इस शोबे से मुंसलिक हैं, कैसे वो इस मामले को देखती हैं, कैसे वो इस मामले को आगे लेकर चल रही हैं। जब हम इस कप की बात करते हैं विच इज़ पाकिस्तान स्टार्टअप कप, तो हम इस पर बात करेंगे। हमें ज्वाइन किया है अमेरिकी एंटरप्रेन्योर शेरल एडिसन साथ मौजूद हैं। शेरल, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे। शेरल, टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट दिस पाकिस्तान स्टार्टअप कप। एज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस कप, it's been 10 years that it's happening. Yes. People are investing, people are doing this. So how do you define these 10 years?
So I think that these 10 years is a celebration of the relationship between the United States and Pakistan, where startups are really the backbone of the economy.
No doubt.
And how do you see the importance of this cup in shaping the lives of young entrepreneurs in Pakistan?
So I believe that everyone can have a dream and can make that dream real through creating a relationship between their creativity, community, and commerce. And so making a startup for yourself is a way to do that.
And what this Pakistan Startup Cup has contributed in our society? How many entrepreneurs we have seen via this project?
You know, I think that every day there's another startup, and they may not be counted, but there may be thousands across Pakistan.
And those who failed, what's your message to them?
Fail forward. In Silicon Valley, we always say fail forward. So take whatever didn't work this time and use it to springboard to the next thing.
Achha, how do you see the potential of startups and entrepreneurship in Pakistan?
Amazing. Now is the moment. There is such a great mindset here in Pakistan for anyone who has an idea to make it real.
And what are the challenges that you can pinpoint that Pakistani entrepreneurs are basically facing in Pakistan?
You know, in a startup ecosystem, there are 5 main areas that need to come into balance. And they are the education, which is what you're doing here. By speaking about startups and this mentality of having your own potential, of doing whatever you wish, you are the #1 most important thing. So I appreciate you. So that's #1, education, and also in the universities.
Okay.
#2 is the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yes.
And that infrastructure is how things are put together so that you can have your idea and make it real.
That includes incubation centers, right?
Yes, and it includes individuals who can sell their fees as consultants, people who can say, okay, I need a graphic artist, and they can find one. Right? And then #3, or you were going to say something?
No. I was about to ask about #3.
Okay, here we go, #3.
Go ahead.
Here we go. So #3 is what we call market. Now the market means that we have allies. We have people who are like, I want to buy what you have. I'm interested in what you're doing. It's also about having payment gateways and things like that so that it all functions between you educating, the infrastructure, and the market. #4 is the government. Have to have the government involved so that things are happening that work. Agencies and all kinds of programs. And then #5 is the one that many people like to talk about a lot, and that's cash.
Yes.
So risk funding. And so those things have to all be in balance.
Remember, when we see in the market, there are 2 approaches. One, that I can do this thing, I should do this thing, or I have the potential to do this specific thing. And the other perspective is that market needs this. That is the problem, and we need to find the solution, and we should work on this perspective. What do you think? What drives the best?
You have to focus on a problem that you want to dedicate your life to.
Okay.
If it's not a problem that you want to dedicate your life to, some morning you'll wake up and it won't be important enough.
Ooh. That's really important.
And how do you see the role of technology in the future of entrepreneurship in Pakistan?
So, you know, I'm going to say that from Silicon Valley, from San Francisco, I hire a lot of people from Pakistan without even knowing at first that they're from Pakistan.
Okay.
On these platforms called Fiverr or Upworks, half the people that I talk to are actually from Pakistan, and they're incredibly good with technology. And so if those people will build their businesses beyond the platforms, that's where their business becomes bigger and bigger and become global on their own without using that platform that takes a pretty big percentage.
Right. There was a time when there were no incubation centers in Pakistan. There were no incubation centers in universities, in educational institutions. But now we see there are so many incubation centers in Pakistan. They're working really great. How do you see the role of incubation centers?
You know, it's that first piece, education.
Okay.
So in that education piece, which again, I'm going to say thank you for having me here today because you play the most important role. When you turn the mindset of people to being, it's okay to have your own startup. You don't have to be just a lawyer or just an accountant. You can also choose. Lawyers and accountants are good. We need lawyers and accountants in the infrastructure phase, but you can also have your own idea. So in the education area, that's one of those pieces in balance. The universities, where I'll be speaking later this week, and also the incubation centers, those kind of programs that come forward from the government and the agencies, they all play a role.
An idea should be practical. This is very important. Your approach should be very practical.
If it doesn't make money, it will not live. So it has to be sustainable. So people sometimes say, oh, I need risk capital, I need funding. And I'm like, you need to sell first. So if you don't sell first, there's no reason to have risk capital.
And Cheryl, is this your first visit to Pakistan?
First.
First visit.
I haven't even been here 24 hours yet. And it's amazing. I'm having such a good time.
So how's Pakistan treating you?
Amazing. So good.
So far.
Okay, so last night I had, let me see if I can say it right, biryani. And it was amazing. It was so good. It was the best.
Great. Cheryl, thank you so much. Hope you have a great stay in Pakistan. Thank you for joining us today this morning.
Thank you.